What's up, everyone? It's time for a documentation vlog. I don't like doing these things, but they have to be done, so as a sneak preview of what I'd like to do after this official stuff is taken care of, there's Tuxedo over there, all torn apart. The system has taken a turn for the worst. I was doing some experimenting last night and things did not go well at all. More on that later. In the meantime, we need to document a few things. Much like last year around this time of the year, I had to document a few things with this place when the sewer pipe let go. And the maintenance guy was out here fixing it right around Christmas. I don't know what it is with this place and stuff breaking around December the 25th, but as you know, my weekend started rather abruptly at midnight on Saturday morning, or midnight to 1:45, and, wee hours of the morning, way too effing early, when I was jolted awake by a malfunctioning smoke detector. Beep! Nothing quite like that. The place is on fire! Why? Oh, okay. And so it's beep, and you're like, oh, okay, there isn't really a fire at nuisance tripped. Let's push the hush button on the main alarm to turn it off, and then beep, every other smoke detector in the place starts going off in addition to the one that woke me up. Yeah, that's no fun. Well, after some investigation, I found out what exactly happened. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the offending unit that malfunctioned Friday into Saturday, and it's seen better days. Definitely ratty and yellowed, and especially when you look at the back. Look at that. Oof. And here's why I called the landlord's maintenance guy about it. It's missing the pins that hook it up to the AC. So this thing was acting as a de facto battery unit instead of a proper hardwired unit with a battery backup. The whole time that it's been like this, which I think is the whole time I've been here, but it's pretty scary when you think that an AC connector hooking up to the electrical wiring via interconnect was that close to exposed solder joints on a printed circuit board. Oh man, is that why it malfunctioned? Yeah. Anyways, but here's the thing. First of all, it had a good run. It was manufactured in March of 2008, so 7 to 10 years, typical life of these things. It had a good run. It's coming to the end of the line. It was coming to the end of the line anyways. But here's the interesting part. See, I have reason to believe, based on the ratty condition of this versus the incredible condition of that unit from 2013, as well as the main unit also from 2013, that probably I don't smoke. The tenant before me, I don't think they smoked a lot, if at all. But the tenants that were here in the late 2000s, prior to all of that, probably chain smoked like crazy. This, with some of the yellow discoloring and stuff, I mean, look at the difference. I mean, that smoke detector from 2013, and it does CO as well, is actually whiter than both the old detector and the paint the guy used. I could put it back in as a battery unit, but I don't want it malfunctioning again and waking me up in the middle of the night. If it's that bad off, then... Plus, it does smell kind of like smoke. Yep, you can smell some stale cigarettes residue on the plastic. And of course, if that wasn't the biggest indicator, this awful-looking label that's peeling up would be. So, this begs the question, did the offending tenant that did this, did the offending previous tenant that did this chain smoke and keep constantly tinkering with the smoke detectors in order to disable them so they wouldn't go off when they smoked the living hell out of the place? That is the question. Well, I'm glad to have caught this, but we do need to document things. This thing has seen better days, and we have this, and the maintenance guy is already carving out some time to come take care of this, as well as a few maintenance issues next week on my vacation when I'm off. So, so once again, 2 thumbs up to these folks for actually fixing things and things along those lines. I mean, when you consider, they're doing an about-face with this, I know it's also the rules, too, for rentals in this state as well. They have to stay on top of this. So it's good that they're already working on getting this fixed. But at the very same time, you consider these folks actually fix stuff, despite it being a not too expensive rental, versus where I came from, where I found out after leaving the place and getting back in touch with the folks that were involved with the mess that went down there, that the guy I was renting from never had the fire marshal clear the place for occupancy in the first place. Woohoo! The things you find out when you do some digging sometimes. Whatever. that's in the past. I'm glad that chapter of my life is over. But yeah, one more comparison shot. Look at that. Look at how bright that is. Look at how, maybe I should white balance. Let's do that. Let's white balance the camera to this smoke detector and see how yellow it makes everything. Ready? One push. We are now white balanced to the smoke detector, and oh boy, everything looks really tan now. Oh boy, we're white balanced to that smoke detector now. Now look. Oh yeah, beesh. And even more telling, oh boy, smoke 'em if you got 'em, huh? Well, at least there won't be nicotine residue all over the place when I'm out of here if I leave this place. So it's that thing is in far better shape than this thing ever was. And of course, it couldn't really hook up to the interconnect like it was supposed to anyways. So anywho, enough of this boring documentation nonsense. Let's get on to something fun. Like what happened to that computer over there. Oh, everything's so tan now. I will not be touching the white balance in post either. What you see is what I shot. Okay, back to the fun stuff. This is Multimedia J, signing off. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and here's the main one versus, yeah. Yeah.